All right, so you have now fine-tuned your issue tree, you fine-tuned your personas, and you fine-tuned your ecosystem map. So if everything is going as planned, you will have a more accurate portrayal of the reality of the situation, of the challenge that you're trying to solve. What you want to do now is, as you go into Diamond 2, right? Because we're still converging, we're trying to fine tune. As you go into Diamond 2, it's very useful to pick a few what we call intervention logics within your issue tree. Now, an intervention logic is essentially a cluster of branches or an area within your big issue tree that you feel you want to focus on, right? Now, let's look at an example. So here we have the example of the high number of bus accidents again. Now, you might say, okay, I want to focus on the stress area. So that's that left area again, right? So you want to focus on creating solutions for that stress area. Before we pick that as a final intervention area, it's good to ask ourselves a few questions. Question 1, by focusing on this area, will we have a high level of impact, right? So try to pick intervention areas where you as a group feel this would be very impactful on the core challenge. Like if we could solve this issue of stress, it would really help the core challenge, which is the high number of bus accidents. So the first is impact. So consider that. Secondly, while looking at this, an intervention area, is there an opportunity there? So as a group, think, can I, by just quickly considering this area of the stress, do we see an opportunity for some projects or solutions there? Do we see opportunities for a new player, in other words, yourselves, to have a change? Is it perhaps an opportunity that's been neglected, right? An area that's been neglected, which makes it an opportunistic area. So think about the level of the opportunity within that area. Thirdly, think about the resources that are attainable. So very complex intervention areas, it might be difficult for you to get access to resources in your own network, right, as well. So look at an intervention area and think, can we tackle this? Do we have the resources to tackle this challenge? Do we know a lot of stakeholders in that area? Or is it easy to get to know stakeholders in that area? So try to think about those things. Try to look at the impact, the opportunity, and the potential resources. And finally, another way to choose the intervention area is to consider the affinity you have as a group for it, right? Because it's really important that you're passionate about solving the challenge. So do you believe that intervention area is something you want to solve as a group, right? Do you feel passionate about that? These 4 ingredients, so impact, opportunity, resources, and affinity for the idea, try to think of those 4 things, those 4 factors, and pick a few areas of intervention, few areas that you want to focus on. Once you've picked those, I want you to draw just a circle around your different intervention areas that you want to focus on a slide. Just draw the circles around those areas. And I want you to present that to your coach and discuss why you believe that those intervention areas are useful intervention areas to tackle. And just use your coach as a way to kind of spar and discuss and debate whether these are really good intervention areas to tackle. And once you've done that, you've basically kind of fine-tuned and finished Diamond 1, right? Because we started very broad, we collected a lot of data, we converged, and then we diverged, and then we converged now by collecting all the data into an issue tree, mapping it out around the core problem you had, and now picking specific problem areas for you to focus on. So that was the end of Diamond 1, really, when you've done this. And you can use those intervention areas that you've identified to go into Diamond 2 and to start ideating. So I wish you a lot of luck doing that. Keep field testing, keep thinking critically, and I'm sure you'll come up with some excellent solutions. Have fun in week 5, where you start to really look at the solution and come up with really solve the problem. Bye.